The JVP says the Weliamuna report on corruption at the national carrier SriLankan Airlines must be tabled in Parliament. Meanwhile, in an exclusive interview with Newsfirst today, Chandrasena, the former CEO of SriLankan Airlines, noted that he could not be held responsible for decisions made by higher-ups.
The report of the four-member committee, chaired by senior lawyer J.C. Weliamuna, highlighting corruption and irregularities at the national carrier, has been submitted to the Prime Minister. The report implicates former chairman Nishantha Wickramasinghe and former CEO Chandrasena for a number of irregularities. The report further notes that the former chairman's penchant for young air hostesses caused further problems for the airline, which was already burdened by debt. The report also highlights irregularities in the procurement of new aircraft, unnecessary expenditure on foreign travel and the procurement of luxury cars. The Weliamuna report also claims that employees of SriLankan Airlines were released for political work for the Rajapaksa family. The report recommends criminal proceedings against senior officers, including the former chairman and former CEO.
Mr. Chandrasena, also a widely held belief among the public at the moment is that all of this has happened because of corruption and fraud on the part of senior management and senior executives at SriLankan Airlines. Do you accept that premise?
I don't subscribe to the fact that loss is due to the corruption as such. But again, I'm not there to comment on those reports. I think there are observations, and in the right time, we'll certainly are happy to give whatever the responses that's needed for those.
Do you believe that there was integrity on the part of officers who were above you at SriLankan Airlines?
Well, I think it's a difficult question. What I can tell you is I was the CEO and I was reporting to a chairman and the board, and my primary responsibility was really managing that. But if there's a higher officer who was also getting involved, then I cannot really take 100% responsibility in managing those. That's all I can tell you. Given the circumstances, I manage it to the best of my ability.
We feel that some of the conclusions are based on malicious statements made by individuals who had problems with the aviation service. We have problems regarding the expertise in this report. As a trade union, we propose the appointment of a committee that has technical expertise and which can look beyond preliminary shortcomings, personal relationships, minor transactions and recruitment, and delve into large-scale fraud and irregularities. The way the chairman treated an air hostess is not what is important to the people. There is the case of large-scale fraud which took place when purchasing Airbus aircraft for Lanka. There are also shortcomings when looking at the manner in which the service was used for the travels of the Rajapaksa family. Revelations have been made of major corruption and fraud in recent agreements reached by Lanka. Inquiries should also be made into transactions at the catering company and other affiliated companies. We say that these steps are good, but in order for them to yield results, it would be pointless if it is only the Prime Minister reading the full report. The report must be tabled in Parliament. A debate must be held and a Parliament Select Committee should be convened. The PSC should grant space for employee organizations, trade unions and all other stakeholders and interested parties to make submissions on fraud and corruption at the organization. The procedure now enables those involved in fraud and corruption to escape from the major crimes when a portion of their fraud and corruption is revealed. Therefore, we believe that there should be broad debate in Parliament on the alleged corruption at Lanka and also on the recent treasury bond scam at the Central Bank, and that PSCs should be appointed in order to ensure that those responsible are brought before the law.
තේරීම් කාරක සභාවක් ඇති වෙලා මේ වංචා දූෂණ පිළිබඳව වගකිය යුතු අයව නීතිය හමුවට පමුණවන්න කටයුතු සිද්ධ වෙන්න ඕන කියන තමයි අපේ අදහස.